Hey, Operation Sledgehammer is coming up. If you don't know what that is, go and watch my video on the Minnesota Bolt Action Championships. Um, and I have got a list for it sent to me by Jon Poor. That's how I would pronounce it in Danish. So I'm pretty sure it's not that. So Jon Poor. Um, and it's for that specific setup, so it is those 1100 points, 16 order dice in the bag, and all that. Go and watch my video on Operation Sledgehammer. Right, let's see what Jon is bringing. John, what are you called? It's a Dutch name, isn't it? I'm not sure. Anyways, here we go. Operation Sledgehammer. 16 order dice, 1100 points. Like it. I really like it, John. You've got the maximum amount of dice in the bag, and I think you could have like one or two more, but I don't. Then it needs to be something that you're pretty sure you're not going to use, right? Um, Second lieutenant, regular. So you are going to do something here. He's got an extra man, so assault rifle. It's the Panzer Grenadiers, the 116th Panzer Grenadiers. Right. Herr Grenadiers, Herr Grenadiers, Herr Grenadiers, Herr Veteran Grenadiers. So what's the setup? Light machine guns. I do hope that you get a bonus for that. Otherwise, it's not worth the points. But Panzerfaust are good. It's 8-man units. It has a pretty good skirmish size as well. I'm not particularly a fan of mixing submachine guns and light machine guns, simply because submachine guns is short range, light machine guns are long range. So you're paying for the range of one of those things that you're not actually benefiting from. So this setup, I'm not particularly a fan of that mix. This one is much better in my opinion, and it's got double Panzerfaust to go and hunt enemy armor with. All these Panzerfaust does is it threatens away enemy armor, which is good in itself, but the Herr Veteran Grenadiers, double machine gun and light machine gun, I don't want to do that. 120 points, they're also pretty expensive for an infantry unit, and they're just 6 men. I think you're overpaying for your infantry. Regular medium machine gun, maybe you're just going for theme. This is very thematic, but it's not very good. Even though you do get the extra shots for being German, it's still not worth 50 points. Medium mortar with a spotter, regular, lovely. Panzerschreck, very expensive again. Just compared to a bazooka, which has similar capabilities. This hits a little bit harder. But sometimes you're going to have to do it. I'm not sure this is needed because you have so many Panzerfaust in your list. So maybe this is one of the places where you could cut down on a few points and buy something different. I don't know what I would buy differently right now, but Nebelwerfer, always bring one of those. You could get away with just bringing inexperienced because it won't get worse at firing, but it will get a little more killable. Kettenkrat, regular, to tow it. Motorcycle with machine gun sidecar, lovely. Oh, and by the way, look at the points here. You get that veteran for 48 points, right? 50 points for a medium machine gun on foot. I mean, it's not worth it. But the motorcycle definitely is. And a Vespa. Very interesting. That's an 8+ open topped with a crew fired MMG, so you can split fire, and it's got a medium forward facing howitzer. I kind of like that. That gives you a lot of indirect firepower. You should combine it with some artillery. We have the Nebelwerfer, but oh yeah, you do have a mortar as well. Yes, yes, do that. Lovely. Mulcher, half track, truck, a truck, and a Kubelwagen. Yeah, yeah. You don't need. You can cut back on the transport, and you can cut back on the light machine guns, and you can cut back on the medium machine gun. Get yourself a tank instead. Buy a Panzer III EORF, one of those with double coaxial machine guns. It's much better. Um, although you will have to cut away that Panzerstreak as well. So I think you'll go down a little bit in dice. How would I play this? Well, there's a lot of darker. These trucks, I think, for me, they would just be sitting in back lines. Oh, they're inexperienced though. Yeah, still would do it. I would sit them in my back lines, just go on ambush and shoot at whatever comes forward. With the medium machine gun ambush. And then I would howitzer, mortar, and Nebenwerfer shoot at anything I could get. You have the tools in this list. You'd have the tools. I would not mount up the infantry. They are not killable, and they're not killy enough. They won't kill enough of the enemy if you mount them as a truck-borne assault unit. I would keep them in front of my line, just on ambush, shooting out. That's what I would do. This is a very reactionary army for me, and that's how I would play it. Right, Jon, good luck. I salute you, sir, for bringing this list. It's very, very much not in the meta of what's being done right now. So I really hope you do well. Cheers. Let me know how it went.